This is extremely interesting if this happens. I think you could look at this one of two ways. If Haaland goes to Barcelona, it's amazing for the club. It is good for him. But at the same time, he actually almost becomes one of the worst footballers on the team. And due to their style of play, I don't actually think this would be mutually beneficial because their play styles are so significantly different. Now, more to come on this, but I also want to touch on Barcelona and Nike and their contract. Barcelona is very close to terminating their contract with Nike. And if they do so, this is going to be very interesting what their plans are and what could happen moving forward. So we're going to touch on both of these as well. Erling Haaland to Barcelona. Complicated, not impossible. This is what was stated by one of the sources. And it also looks like Deco just had a meeting with Erling Haaland's agents. It's Laporta's dream apparently to bring him in. Hypothetically, if Mbappe is going to Real Madrid and Haaland goes to Barcelona, it's amazing for Spain. The new Messi and Ronaldo are in Barcelona and Real Madrid. So strictly from that sense, it's great for Madrid, it's great for Barcelona, and the viewership is going to go up like crazy. If you're Barcelona, you're going to sell more kits, more merchandise, you're going to have more spectators, more viewers watching the match. Regardless of the stadium you're playing in, people are going to want to see Haaland play. So from that standpoint, you're going to get your money's worth, and you're going to make a lot of revenue just from Erling Haaland himself. So that makes sense. If you're Haaland, it's good and bad, right? You get a chance to go to one of the most legendary clubs of all time. You know, how can you turn down Barcelona or Real Madrid? If one of them come knocking at your door, it's very, very hard to turn it down. I'd like to say he would still score 20, 30 plus goals a season. It's still a top tier club in Spain. You're going to be in the Champions League every season. You're going to have good players around you. So yes, trophies are possible. Now, why do I think this doesn't work? I don't think it works because first and foremost, Haaland is in a great situation with City. He's with Pep and De Bruyne and Rodri and Grealish and Doku and Bernardo Silva. It's fantastic. And the type of football they play fits Erling Haaland. He fits that piece of the puzzle and he scores a lot of goals. And to walk away from that, knowing you can win the treble every single season, you could win the Premier League Golden Boot every season, and it's all in the Premier League, you know, the toughest league in the world, it's hard to walk away from. I also don't think Haaland's play style matches up with Barcelona. Barcelona prides themselves on bringing in the most skilled and technical players. They pride themselves on their style of football. Now, yes, it's not the Barcelona we've been accustomed to over the last couple years since Messi has left, but even so, Haaland is not a very skilled footballer. He comes into Barcelona, I actually think he's one of the worst footballers on the team. Now, don't get it twisted. That's strictly from a technical standpoint. Most of the players on the team, especially in the attacking side, are better dribblers, better passers, and they're just more technical. Haaland is not. He's just very, very good at finding space and finding the goal, and he's very athletic. I do think it's good for Barcelona. I've been saying it for years. They need to adapt their play style. They can't just get by nowadays playing tiki-taka and passing teams to death. You have players that are so strong and so fast and play such good counterattacking football like Real Madrid and Bayern Munich and even, PSG at times and Manchester City. It's so hard to stop these clubs, and Barcelona needs to adapt to the new style of play. Maybe having Haaland could give them a better direction and force them to change a little bit. But I think it'd be very interesting to see the dynamic, obviously financial issues aside, if they were able to somehow bring him in. Again, I feel like I can't be opposed to it, but bringing him in, arguably the best striker in the world, how can you say no? There's not many elite goal scorers anymore, and to be able to have one on your team, not many other clubs can say that. So if you're Barcelona and you're able to, from a financial standpoint, able to make it happen, I say you do what you have to do. I think it makes sense, especially if Mbappe is going to Real Madrid. He would make more sense at Barcelona than Haaland does, but beggars can't be choosers. You do what you can. I don't think it happens. I think Haaland staying at Manchester City. If anything, I think Alvarez to Barcelona makes more sense than Haaland due to their style of play. But let me know what you guys think down below. If you had a chance to sign Erling Haaland, would you sign him to Barcelona? And how would he fit in the Barcelona style of play? Would it work well, and would he still be very successful? Now, last but not least, we have the Nike and Barcelona partnership. So right now, Barca's contract with Nike, they're making $115 million per year from Nike until 2028. Potential factors could increase this to $169 per year. However, there's been some incidents where Barcelona's not happy with Nike. They also want more money. So as of recently, Puma has been an option. So apparently Puma's offering Barcelona a better deal than Man City. Puma apparently paid Man City $824 million and is reportedly making a historic bid for Barcelona that is greater than that. Now, the interesting part is Barcelona, as of today, is about to make a historic decision. Apparently, they might terminate their contract with Nike and create Barca's own brand to manufacture their jerseys. This means they'll sponsor themselves and they'll be able to keep 100% of the profits. So that would be very interesting to see, and I wonder how much money that would actually save them. I did some digging and I couldn't find how much money they have to actually give back to Nike for sales and stuff like that. So I couldn't find the behind the scenes information. information. So if you guys know, let me know. But it looks like from a financial standpoint, you know, maybe these are some of the things that Barcelona plans on doing that they also plan on utilizing to their benefit for getting other players like Erling Haaland or other signings. So I want to know your thoughts down below, and we'll see you guys back here next time on the G Red Show.